Okay.
Mm,
Can y'all hear me?
and we can hear you.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Okay.
Go ahead and
I
introduce
with
yourself. Also, let me say this before we get started. Y'all, can we at least get him to something like maybe 4K to 5K before we get started? Can we gift him? And I think I might have some gifts in my wallet too. Let me see. Or do I not?
yeah.
I don't think I can recharge on the panel.
I don't think you can. No, you can't.
Hold on. Let me see what I got in here. Why is it not? Do I have nothing in my damn wallet?
Thank y'all. Oh, you're so sweet.
Y'all send him some gifts. Please and thank you
But
on my
okay,
birthday.
it's gonna get real crazy in here.
Be fair, y'all.
How's y'all
Gift him.
feeling? He a host. I
Gift
am a
him.
host. I am an agency. Oh my gosh, I saw the comment. I'm not anybody's ex on this app. Nobody. Nobody.
And y'all, during this interview, I don't want y'all to kick anyone. I want y'all to only mute him. Y'all can't hear him? I can hear him. Maybe turn your phone up. Turn your phone up and tell
Yeah,
me if it's still
I
coming.
am talking low too a little, my bad.
Yes. Speak up a little bit.
Yeah, can y'all hear me now? Yeah, I'm talking very low. Yeah, I'm talking
Minimize
real
the panel to
low.
convert. What y'all mean minimize? Like go to my wallet, like shrink the panel down and go to my wallet. Let me see.
Excuse me. Thank y'all for the gifts, by the way. Really
Wallet
helping with my quota.
things.
They need to turn up their phone. Oh, okay. Don't be scared. We
Diamonds.
don't bite. No, it's okay. Hi, y'all. I know how to be alive. Hi, y'all. I need y'all
Okay,
protected
let me
though.
do it. Let me
That's
see if
what.
it's gonna let me gift. It's still not letting me gift him. I don't get it. Oh, I know. Bitch, I'm retarded.
Anyways, now
Y'all
it's
run
gonna
him
be
up.
the
Give him, give him, give him.
key of it all. How's y'all day? How's y'all day? I can't believe Charlie wanted him. Me neither. Shit, I can't believe I wanted him. But hey, shocker.
And try to project more when you talk because some people, turn your phones up,
Yeah,
y'all, of course. But
yeah. Okay. No, stop calling me that nigga's ex. Nobody's ex on this app. I only
and
got
no,
two
Aylin is
exes in
not
my whole
slow.
life.
He actually has his high school diploma on his Instagram account, and you can see that he had a 3.8 GPA. He's far from slow.
I'm very far from that. I don't know why
One thing
y'all
I
think
will
I
say,
don't
if
know what.
I was you, you still young. I feel like you should be on a college campus. You wouldn't have to be homeless at all if you was
That's
on a
what I'm
college campus.
trying to do. I was about to go. I just. We'll get into all that because
We
we
will,
we
we will.
we every time a motherfucker gotta fuck up
Y'all
the
get him the
plan.
2K. Get him the 2K.
I got two
Y'all
letters of
start gifting me too. Be
recommendations,
fair,
y'all.
gift me too, but get him the 2K.
Thank y'all. Now, I can give you my notes. You know,
Thank you.
whole point is getting gifted, so I got you. Um,
It's matte chestnut liner and lip gloss is spice. Thank you. Let's run him up. Let's get him to a good amount in his box. He is a chart. Y'all reading the name of the comment. He is a host, and also, if you want to help him because he very much needs help. He is a very. How old are you again, Aylin?
I'm 21. I am 21. I'm very young.
He's young. He's about to start school soon. If you can help him in any way, any dollar helps. Um, Go ahead and put your CA in the
I'm
comment.
I'm also currently still homeless due to the fact that someone has flipped the whole script on a young one, as you would
And we're
call
gonna
it.
get into that definitely. So
There is
tell us a
that.
little bit about yourself. While we're trying to get them to build up the beans or whatever. Tell us a little bit about
Okay,
yourself.
so I'm a Georgia native. I've been here a good portion of my life. I am openly gay. I'm very blunt about the things that I speak on.
Oh, they said put
Um,
your CA again. Can you put your CA in the comments?
okay,
Make sure you're
yeah, I
not putting the
got you.
dollar sign right next to it. Put a dollar sign, then a space, whatever the name is.
Okay, there you go. Um, yes, I am very blunt. You're not gonna catch me lying on this app. Not lying. not lying for the not for the benefit. Nah, if I lie, it's more like I'm making up a name. The most I'll do is say, yeah, we gonna call him this, but that's not a lie. We just not name dropping. But I have name dropped on this app, as you can see, we are here.
Thank you.
So my biggest thing is I'm a little too. People say loose lips
It's Aylenjay
sink
23,
ships.
right?
A lot to me. Yes, Aylenjay 23. They
How
said
you
say
spell
that
it?
a lot to me. Did he have an IEP? I
How
actually
you
did.
spell
I'm
it? It's
glad you asked.
AYL3.
Aylenjay. Here, let me just write it. Text it to you
23.
again, cause yeah, it's here. 23.
Only muting. Y'all can mute. Don't kick.
They look alike. Oof, Leah's
You just put in
look
the comments
alike.
again.
I put it in only 2K beans. Yeah, I'm new on this app, by the way. His
Girl, where you put
username
it?
is the
Do y'all see it in the
24th.
comments?
Hold on, let me.
Okay, okay, they just put it again. I'm about to write it on my board. But back to what you were saying. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you.
Um, We're not gonna address the situation yet because they're talking a lot in the comments. Um, to me, there's a lot of things about this app that brought me here. I like attention. I do speak on a lot, and I don't usually have people who want to hear about it. Like I have a group of straight guy friends that I was out with, and they typically don't want to hear about all this shit. So I did hear about Bigo, and someone was like, "You do great on Bigo." Da da da. So I got on Bigo. I've been on here for a few months now. Whatnot. Due to the fact that I did this is a safe space for gays, for women, for people of color in general. It's great. It has its ups, but there are a lot of downs. I did come on here with very positive content, and I intend on keeping it somewhat positive. I don't intend on being in too much mess on this app, but I've had my name slandered apparently. I mean, we've went over a few
Yeah, that's the
things.
one teacher.
So yeah, we definitely need to clear some things up because it's not gonna work for me. It's honestly not gonna work for me. So um because I mean just look at me like do I look like I would hurt a fly? Don't get me wrong, don't judge a book by its cover. Come in my life and find out about me. But stop going off what any
I
of
feel
these
like you be
bitches
so happy in your
have to
life.
say
They be
about me.
thinking, yo, look, this nigga be in his life
My
so
ass
damn
is on
happy.
crack.
They be like,
You would
this
think I'm
nigga
a
slow. This
crackhead.
nigga on drugs. He too happy. He be so happy despite his situation. When I tell you he be
I
so fucking happy,
and this is draining. Like last night I was going out bowling and all this shit just nah, we gonna clear the area though. But thank y'all. I am getting y'all cash apps. I really appreciate that. I am like I said, homeless. So anything and everything is appreciated. I just wasted a lot of money trying to get to this crazy ass bitch. No tea, no shade, but it is what it is. So yeah, because at this point I am stuck in my situation due to the fact that I keep trying to put my trust in the wrong people and I just need to stick to my plan. I was going to do what I was going to do on my own, and I kind of fell, for this pretty picture. And obviously, the picture isn't as pretty as it got painted to be. So, I do want y'all to know that I just got my social. Anybody that's been in my lives know I don't have a job right now because I had intentions of moving out to Dallas and working out there, but due to the situation once again, people changing their minds. That's not an excuse. It's really not. Why would I work
you said you
somewhere?
just got your social. And ignore the
Yeah, I just
comments
got
too.
my social. Yeah, I know. I'm. It's just people
If you need to
always
swipe
have
them, you
so much
can.
to say. Yeah,
So,
I thank you. Remind me of that.
did your parents have your social or something like that? You had to order a new one?
I was working at a gas station where a crackhead stole my wallet. I literally know what this lady looks like and they still haven't retrieved that wallet or any of the original credentials. So I just ended up replacing it and it wasn't even that long of a process. So yeah,
Right.
we just got it. It got mailed to my mom's house because I don't have an address. And my mom was playing the long game of getting me my social back. But now I have my social. I was gonna go to Dallas with it. And when it came time to apply for FAFSA and apply for schools and apply for everything, I was going to need those documentations regardless. So of course I have my social now, and I'm now definitely going to start working in my nearest. location because I have to. I need to make money. It's not about even
That would
wanting
be
to
a
make
time
money. I
artist.
need money.
And I don't mean to interrupt. I feel like a lot of times on here, and a lot of y'all might probably be Charlie's Angels or Charlie's Demons behind them pages. He is young. He's only 21. He graduated high school a couple of years ago. He's just trying to go to school. Someone is at the front door. He's just trying to go to
That
school.
that part, and I'm trying to have somewhere stable to live where I don't have to sit here and kiss ass or suck dick, none of that. I've done things in my life that I won't even say I'm not proud of. I've done things I will sit here and tell you loud, and you would think I'm proud. I just don't take shame because if I did it because I wanted to. Nobody made me think it was something I should be doing. None of y'all could really sit on this app and tell me what I should be doing in my life, where I should be, because you're not me. You're just remember that you are not me. You don't know what I've been through. Y'all don't know what really half of us are going through on this app. We give y'all what we want to give y'all. And if you get extra, just know that. And especially for me. Now, what do we get into? Because this is going to be a lot. Someone at the front door. That's a Me Too moment. I'm still lost. Police outside. Spam comments. Girl, don't say that. Do not say that, Eve. Whew. So much going on. Mamas, mamas, mamas. Let's get into the drama. Okay. I am not no drama, thrill, enthralled bitch. I don't like to get, but even if he not speak on my name, just to clear the era, we gonna clear it for real. Like, just to put it out there, cause I don't want no confusion. I tried to really set it straight, whatever, whatever, but just to clear the era, clear the era, clear the era. Hold on, that was done. Speak your truth because he dragged you. Right. And I don't know who, what said what for real, but I know what the fuck I'm about to say. On this goddamn tongue that he kept coming back for. I was being nice. I was being nice. But anyway,
Okay. So y'all go ahead and try to run us up a little bit more. Let's get into the first situation with you and Ari. So how did you and Ari cross paths on this app?
I know exactly how it happened. So if anyone knows the Bigo Kicks and Giggles page, I'm not even able to access it because I'm 21. You have to be 22 to access it. There was this page where someone saw me in my living situation of me living in my storage unit, me showing people how I get electrocuted, how I use the bathroom, where I shower, this and that. And Ari found out about this video. So apparently someone was like, "Oh, he's live right now, da da da. If you want to help him or see him." So Ari joins my live and everyone's like, "That's Ari, Ari, that's bring her up, let her up." So I immediately meet this girl. She has a very great smile. I'm not gonna. I don't sit here and just once I'm beef with you, bitch. If I thought you was pretty, you still pretty. Now the person told you we ain't meet that bitch. This is I met a very appealing person. I was like, okay, cool. She seems sweet. Her supporters are obviously my comments like, "Ooh, Ari's gonna help you. Ari's gonna be that bitch to get you up there." Da 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 da. Okay, so I was like, cool. So she spoke to me briefly, and then she ended up having a live, whatnot, whatnot. I just got Airbnb at the first place, and I was about to do laundry, and Ari calls me. Now I'd already heard some things about Ari, like be careful, Ari's messy, da 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 da. So I even came on that live. Everybody knows that day I did that live. I was like, this is not a storage unit. This is an Airbnb. Girl, let me ignore them comments. I was like,
Yeah, swipe them. Please swipe them because they're
yeah,
gonna
I
keep
swiped
trying
them.
to throw
Yeah,
you off. They're doing it on purpose.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey, hey
Um,
now.
Oh, she's like, hey, Ari called me one time. She texted me. She's like, hey, join my live. And I was like, I joined it. I saw she was like live with her house mother, Key West or whatever his name is. I forgot his name. But I was like, okay, join. I left because it just felt like a bunch of drama. And I honestly, when I joined the panel, I came back. She called me. She's like, hey, join my live. Here's the username. I was like, okay, I'm joining. So I come in. She lines me up. I'm talking to her. And I was like, honestly, I thought you were trolling me. I hear that, I hear how you are. And she's like, no, I'm not trolling you. Like, I was just, it's like, here, when I joined, she's like, this is the boy I was just telling y'all about, y'all, in the same way how she's talking about me. So she lets me up. I did that. She sits there and tells these people, I need all this support. I'm living in the storage unit, da 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 da. As I run my cash us up. I'm still very grateful for that moment because a lot of those funds I'm still using to pay for my phone bills, my storage unit, these Airbnbs, fucking hot meals type shit. But she did not give me a single dollar. I want to put that up in the air right now. Ari did not give me anything. Ari has not provided me with an Airbnb. This Airbnb was paid by my mother, not my biological, but you know what I mean, my mother. And I gave him
Oh, your gay
$50 to
mother.
put on this one and the last one. My gay mother, exactly. And so I what led to that? When we did that, I appreciate that. She was like, here's the plan. I can help you. Here's a few things I can do. I can, get you fake pay stubs. I can help you get an apartment. Da 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 da. So while I was in that Airbnb, I kid you not, I was very relaxed. I wasn't too busy on what was next. Not I got real comfortable. I hadn't been in a place with indoor AC, all that. I was real comfortable in that Airbnb. But so I didn't necessarily still have a plan of what I was going to do when I got this Airbnb. So I ended up back in the storage unit for a couple of days. So then I ended up having this discussion with Ari where she's like, well, I have this room, I have this place. Originally it was you can move in with me, but I'm very private, I'm very strict, da 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 da. And I was like, okay, well, that's cool. I mean, I might need a little strictness in my life right now. My life is all around the place. It's hectic. I was even being honest with her about me having been recently being diagnosed with bipolar and even an eating disorder and PTSD. I was very open with Ari, so Ari knew I was somewhat a handful, and if you were going to deal with me, these are the things you were going to deal with. I did not know what Ari was like. I hadn't seen any of those videos yet with her, you, and all that shit. I ain't seen none of that. So I was like, that's cool. Da, da. Oh, well, I don't care about you smoking weed as long as you don't smoke cigarettes. Then it became, I got this place that I was going to Airbnb, but instead, I'm gonna just let you move into it. You don't have to pay any rent. And I was like, oh, okay, bet. I was excited. She showed it off on live and everything. I was too hyped. Like, grabbing shitting in boxes. Come on, let's do this. So I was like, well, what can I get there? Even the comments could see, like, she was like, well, right now, me and my big brother, we trying to get you an Airbnb before we get you out here because da 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 da. It wasn't even a direct response because I see she don't like to get caught up saying she gonna do something that she can get caught up not doing. So mind you, in private, if she still has those messages, she should. She was like, you need to be asking your supporters for more help because I got to cover your Amazon wish list, your Greyhound ticket, this Airbnb, da 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 da. I'm like, I'll cover my Greyhound ticket. If you're stressed out about all these financial burdens to help me, I got money from when you helped. You had your supporters send it to me, and now that I'm about to be bill free, I can spend some of that. Then I'm like, and she's like, okay. So I told her I got an Airbnb to the ninth. I got a ticket to Dallas. And she was like, okay, well, bet. I'll see you then. Now, mind you, let's just do the math of how much money I lost. I lost $100 in Airbnbs, 50 on both, 104 I'm about to have to pay on this unit, a 50 some dollar phone bill, and $170 ticket that I might not even get refunded. That's not even accounting the food that I've been eating. I did just buy myself new shoes, but bitch, fuck that. I needed new shoes, and I'm about to be moving somewhere where I'm about to be walking like, because I still don't have a fucking car. That doesn't change the situation. So, sitting here like, what's the best idea to make my money back? I got this exposure. I still have somewhat supporters. I know what to do. I know how to essentially pull y'all in, what pulls y'all in, but I still can't get y'all to necessarily buy these tickets. I was doing a raffle. And at first it started small. I was gonna try to sell this board game. Real, real little petty shit. But I was like, you know what, y'all hold like money. Yeah, I was gonna do $200 in groceries, but I was like, I'll do a 250 gift card. I did the math. I was like, if I do 600 entries, $5 for every three entries that you're buying, and I did the math. I was gonna make my money then some. But all I needed was the platform. I needed the people who are willing to support me and getting these to get my funds back on everything I spend to get back here. Because we're in the process. Anyone who knows, I'm saving up for a car. The first thing I'm gonna do when I get there, if I ain't got no bills to worry about, was gonna save up for a fucking car so I'll stop having to fucking walk around type shit, right? So
Mhm. And I feel like y'all should be fair. He's only 21. Like I feel like y'all pick and choose who y'all want to put on the young this, and he is going to get a job. He has no problem working.
yeah, I had
He
no
just had to get
problems
another
working.
social
I
because
was a
someone stole
fucking
his social security
caretaker.
card.
I already have my social. That is not even the issue now. Once I get back to that storage unit, we will be working. That's not the issue. The issue now is I sat here thinking I was going to go to Dallas. So of course, why would I be trying to apply to jobs here? She didn't give me the address of where I was about to be living there. She just gave me a general idea, uptown Dallas, whatever. That doesn't give me what's surrounding my penthouse, what's in walking distance, because I'm not about to rely on you to take me to work. I done already did try to do that in my last living situation where I had 3 jobs lined up for me and I couldn't get the one because now a motherfucker want to switch up. Because the motherfucker like him, he was crazy and was on antidepressants one stop. So it's
And
the
you know
crazy
what
shit
though?
I'm doing.
And you know what I really hate? It's not that nobody owes anybody anything, but if your intentions aren't genuinely to help someone, don't offer. Like I know that a lot of times when we're in front of people, we want to seem like we're these
We're
big
the good
individuals and
person.
put on this big show. Like I got you. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you get here and here and here, and I'm gonna do this for you. When in our actuality, you don't have the means or you don't have the time, the funds, you don't. No shade to Ari.
Oh,
Ari's just
don't
listen to what I'm
no.
finna say. Listen to what I'm finna say. Ari is just now getting on Ari's feet. Ari just got into her apartment. Ari's just now, you know what I mean? Like Ari's just now getting comfortable in that living situation. So I feel like it would have been a stretch to help you anyways. And I don't know if it was for content
I
or if Ari
see these
genuinely had
videos.
those intentions. You said what?
I'm seeing I'm seeing that. I've seen these videos on YouTube. I see just 5 months ago you was just getting a place with K9. Now y'all not together. Type shit. Like your life is hectic. Mind you, she called me messy, but all your life is on YouTube. You doing crimes on YouTube. You telling niggas what shit like that. YouTube. That's messy. I should have took my ass to YouTube then. Y'all should have been warning me about that then. But nobody wanted to do that. Everybody's like, oh, just stay away from Ari. Nobody wants to say why though. Like y'all scared of her. Like Ari has actually fought anybody apparently. But we're not gonna get into that. We're gonna get into the
I can tell you
messages
why
of
they
me
scared
trying
of
to.
Ari.
I don't understand why.
It's because Ari
If
is
you are a
reckless.
God fearing
Ari will
person,
get
the
your
only
social.
person you
Ari will
should fear
dox
is
you.
God.
Ari will go to your mama house and beat up your mama. Like Ari don't give a fuck.
Oh, Lord. So I asked her for help for this raffle, and I was very like, I was nice about it. I tried to explain it to her. I was like, "Hey, I got this raffle I'm trying to do," and she was like, "I'll call you in a minute." Da da da. And I'm just like, I'm in this Airbnb to the 9th. I leave on Friday. And I'm just like, I'm trying to use this time, not just lollygagging, relaxing like the last Airbnb I'm in. I didn't lost real money trying to get to Dallas, being in this Airbnb too. So I'm like, a raffle. I can do a raffle. It'll make you money, and at the same time, other people can win shit. It's a win-win situation. All I needed was her support. Here comes Ari. My life doesn't surround around Bigo. I have things outside of Bigo. Okay, all you had to say is you didn't want to help me with the raffle. That's really what I got from that. Um, Mind you, I'm explaining to you why I'm trying to do this raffle. If you could even just take the time to hear it out before just saying, "Oh, this, that, and the third." She said, "Oh," and because she still has the third. Apparently, she was exposing last night. Like, and I was like, well, but never mind, because I'm like, it seems like it's a burden to me. I'm asking for you too much for you. It's not like I'm going or paying like last time having niggas just throw me money. I'm actually
And it's
going
not like
on
you even
there.
asked Ari for this help. Ari offered.
Ari came out the blue. I ain't know Ari for shit.
And hold
Still
on, let
don't
me
really
pause
know
this right quick
Ari.
because there's people that just came in the room and they're confused. Okay, y'all. This is Aylenjay. He's someone that's new to the app. He just started going live. He's dealing with homelessness and all of these issues. He was staying in a U-Haul unit with no heat, with no AC. It wasn't he was pooping in boxes. He does not have a car. He's only 21 years old. He's trying to get into school. He had his social security number stolen on his last job, so he had to get
I
a
got
new
all my
social.
shit stolen. I had to get a new food stamps card. I had to get everything replaced. and in the
Exactly.
process, wait for that shit. So,
Exactly.
and we got a good bit of it back. ID and all. We good now. We gonna be
And let
working.
me finish introducing you. Let me finish introducing you. So on top of him in
No,
that
you
living
good. I'm
situation,
sorry.
he also had sexual interactions with Charli as well as gotten to know Ari on the app as well. Ari was acting like she was going to help him, and Ari didn't. Ari pretended. So yeah.
And I've been holding my tongue on a lot of the situation with Charlie, but we'll get there, love, because I'm
Hmm.
very sick
Let's
of that
finish explaining the
that
Ari
queen.
situation.
The Ari situation. Now, so the raffle. So I just left it at that. Yes, that was like 2 days ago. I was like, I'm just gonna leave her alone. Wait till I get to Dallas. See if she's still genuine. Like I could already tell her tone when she sit there and said my life doesn't like when you said it twice. Like I have other things outside of Bigo and da da da. And then she tried to bring um forth that apparently one of her gay sons are sick and that they're dying or something. And I would never want to put that, sit there and judge her for helping anyone. But then I get this, narrative. You sit there on the live talking about some. You were in my live yesterday when I was talking about the situation with me and Charlie. Now, mind you, you don't even like Charlie, right? But you are talking about some. I don't like that. How you're being messy with that whole Charlie situation. The only reason I'm doing that is because you can't even help me get the exposure I need for this raffle. So who names I gotta use is Charlie. I'm lucky I'm not talking about you. Because that would probably give me more exposure, considering your life is out on the screen. We don't know what Charlie got really going on, but that's exposure because y'all don't know what. Once again, she's talking about. I don't see what did you make any money off that? Where's the monetary value in that girl? You busting out windows, and I see shit blink across that screen on those videos. You wasn't sending out no 500 beans. You ain't make no money off that for real. If anything, you probably lost money getting out of jail. So this is not what I'm trying to sit here and read nobody for filth, but don't call me messy. Once again, when nothing, I didn't bring our conversation. I didn't bring the thread to Bigo. I have to find out why I'm live, about to go out and enjoy the last night with my niggas, talk about some. Oh, Ari's done with you. Ari's over with you. You need to go clear things up with Ari. Clear what? Ari hasn't said nothing to me. Ari's a grown woman that could have hopped on them same messages. She was she ain't have no time to really respond back to. And when she did, it was very passive aggressive. Them same, oh, you had got time to do this, you doing that, but you on a foo count of watching me talk about somebody you don't like. I don't understand. You was looking, everyone keeps saying she was looking for an excuse to not help you because I don't think she had the hands to hand out. I don't, like you said, I'm looking at her like two is all on a fucking TV screen, y'all. She ain't been in that bitch more than 6 months. So I know she's trying to be great, trying to help me. But it looked like she gonna hurt herself breaking her neck trying to do it. So it's frustrating because I had genuine hope in her, but so many people were telling me I had big streamers that would even like, don't say I said nothing. I'm not gonna sit there and do that to them. But people like I'm just because I see something in you. I know you got your own shit going on with this and that and third, but that's not someone you want to get involved with. If you ain't got no mess with them, don't because they will storyline the fuck out of you. They kept saying or Ari's gonna storyline me. I'm like, okay, she does that, well, she ain't gonna do it now. I'm not even in Dallas. We'd have to wait to get there. Type shit. She couldn't even wait. You already taking a thread between me and you. Me trying to ask you for help to get reimbursing for these costs, and you talking about some this and the third. My child said, I'm work. I was at work. Da da da. But you're watching me.
Hmm.
And when I was talking about
And
Charlie,
then
was
on
in the
top of that, the
morning.
fact that,
So I
and then y'all are saying that Ari did what Ari could. It's not fair because Ari offered to help him. Ari sought this person out. Ari reached out to him on Instagram, had people reach out to him, and told Aylin to come to that live. Okay. Ari also said that when that Aylin could stay there. Anybody can get him a CA. Did Ari go in Ari's pocket since Ari's so cashy and give him the money out of her pocket?
those were
She's doing the
Ari
same thing I'm doing right now.
supporters.
I'm not giving him any money. I might have sent him a shield, but at the same time, y'all are the ones, okay? Y'all are acting like this bitch pulled out her wallet and said, take this. It never happened like that. Second of all,
It didn't.
Ari should have never offered for him a place to stay, offered to help him get an apartment, offered to help him get a fuck thing. Ari was saying, I'm gonna help get the stuff off your Amazon list. I'm gonna do this. You don't offer if you don't mean it. That's not to say that you owe anybody anything, but why do that if your intentions were never pure?
And then if you felt like I was disrespecting, if you felt like these are the reasons why I don't want you here, me being messy, me being rude or seeming ungrateful, all these things you never addressed me about. You brought them all directly to Bigo because what did you want to do? Storyline the fuck out of me. They talking about some, oh, she exposed y'all messages. Expose what? Me trying to ask for help in this. Here you sitting here telling me you ain't got time to help me, but you got time to show these messages of how you ain't got time to help me, right? Fuck. It's a walking contradiction. I keep saying that. You're saying you're not messy, but I'm looking at you sitting here talking, oh, you get on a tea time with Charli. Oh, this is Charli messy ass. Charli, you remember when you said you got K9 to do something with a gun for you? Yeah, because I remember you said that, girl. Mm-hmm. And then here you are incriminating yourself. Well, it wasn't that gun. It's the gun in the car. Y'all bitches are dumb on this app.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I dodged that bullet. A lot of y'all said I dodged that bullet, but yeah,
You did.
you correct. You are right. You are fucking right. That is some crazy shit for you to sit here and say you don't do mess, but this is by definition. Any bitch that thinks she is gangster, G's moving silent. She would have never busted her windows out on fucking live. You don't do that shit on live. You do that shit for attention. You do that shit for content. That's that. She did that shit
Mm-hmm.
for money. This is my
So have you
life.
spoken to
I'm
Ari
doing this
today at
to clear
all
my
after Ari? So
hell.
have you spoken to
Hell
Ari
no.
today?
I spoke actually, yes, I did because she was going live about the situation again, talking about how they was like, oh, are you still helping that son? And I started with screen recording. I kept some of the screen recordings, and I'm just like, oh, okay. I saw what she said. She's like it was just all over the place. Like, ugh. Ari don't want to help me because, like I said, Ari didn't genuinely have the help to give, and I'm seeing that now. Getting here was $170. She had discussed the tickets, then we discussed it the day before, and she's like, "Well, I'd rather you fly here." Da, da, da. And to me, I don't. The cost wasn't the issue. I wanted to get here how I wanted to get here because I don't like planes. I like the bus stops, all that, but type shit. But it was like she didn't have the money to do it. She just committed to it. Like she was even about to get me the Airbnb. It was gonna be her Bigo brother. So I'm just like, okay, girl. You you could reimburse me for this ticket, and you could have just like, hey, I'm gonna reimburse you for this ticket. I don't want you moving in. Here I and leave it at that. But you brought all this shit to Bigo and then expected me to keep my mouth closed while you calling me homeless. Talking about, oh, I'm not gonna mess with him. That's lowly of me. But here you are fixing yourself to do it. While I'm bowling, you got the nerve to sit here and try to look down on me for spending time with my friends. Bitch, I already had money saved to the side. I got, girl, we ain't gonna explain how my finances work. But bitch, what y'all sent me on Cash App
Mm-hmm.
is on Cash App. So we know how much y'all sent me, okay? And I
Okay.
know how much I had already
So
on this. Ooh, girl.
we could segue from that to y'all. Help him get to 4K in his box and help me get to about 2K, 3K. Let's run it up. We're finna get into the Charli T. I feel like we've woken up that situation about Ari enough. And while we're getting into the Charli T, I want to ask you a few questions about your living situation and how you got to that point, so people can get a backstory on you and your living situation too. So, how did you end up homeless?
I ended up homeless in November of 2021, and it wasn't even necessarily homeless. I've had multiple sugar daddies. Anyone knows that knows it. And I was this my last sugar daddy. He was Jewish, and my mom and us we were all just moving. Our lease had ended, and our landlord was not trying to extend it. So I'm the oldest. I was like, it's time to get out, move out on my own. Even my mom was like, yeah, we could have told you that it's time for you to move, especially because you're not in school. And I was plugging, and I could do that anywhere. But so I was like, okay, I'll move to Arizona. I moved with this man who told me he would have a room and a bedroom waiting for me, and ended up not being that. So for 3 months, up until from November, well, up to March, so more than 3 months, I lived there. A white woman attacked me with a gun on New Year's Eve. I had to lock her up on 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. She is now doing 18 month probation. I was racially profiled at Family Dollar. Arizona is racist, girl. So I had to get the fuck out of there. Moved back in March. Got here. Moved in a house behind my auntie. She was rented out to me for 600 a month. I really liked it. It was my first like own little personal house, and it had no insulation, had mold, it had roaches, and the roaches were so bad, baby. I saw albino roaches. There was no indoor heating or air, and yeah, it was just horrible trying to live there. Um, so I ended up moving. I was working at the Circle K at that time. I was on Bigo by that at that time. My braids are on my post type shit on my Bigo post feed, but I moved at the end of June. I moved in with someone I met on an ad, trying to find a place quick and cheap, and did because my aunt's like, "You don't like it, leave." So, bitch, I fucking left. It was a place for 450 a month, and the security deposit was 450. Wasn't even there for a month. It was due to the fact that when I literally got there, the AC unit compressor broke, and it would have been cheaper to replace the AC unit, yet still expensive. And me and my roommate were just renting. He had intentions of getting a place, and literally in 3 months, his own house. But with the heat and with the compressor breaking the unit, and it was going to cost 3,000 to replace the compressor, he was like, "I'm not gonna be able to last for 3 more weeks." I'm like, and he was fat, so he was a little heavy set. He couldn't deal with that heat. Bitch, I was on Bigo stripping on poles in that heat. And anybody that's been on my Bigos long enough knows that. So all you talk, but you ain't say nothing, baby. That's okay. We can
Okay,
just explain
so
my
I
living
have more
situation.
questions too. So, are you close with your mother? Are you close with her?
I am, but I'm not. That leads me to this next living situation. I moved with
Let me
a
say this right quick too. If you're in the comments and you see me in the middle of an interview, you might can come up at the end when I say people can come up from the comments and ask questions. But I'm not gonna disrespect my guest or interrupt my guest for personal feelings in the comments. I don't care if you don't believe him. I don't care if you're friends with Ari. I don't care if you don't like him. Don't care if you don't like his situation. That's disrespectful. If you were in the middle of an interview with somebody, would you want the host to be like, "Yeah, come up and eat him up right quick"? That's not how this works. If you got something you want to say to him
yeah,
at the end, you can do that. And it's okay. But stop bothering and harassing me and my guest. Okay? You know better. You know how Big O work and you know how an interview work. Sit your ass in the comments and just watch like everybody else. Okay? I don't even know who unmuted your ass. I don't know if you came in on backup page or what, but Wes, please chill out. Like, goddamn. Anyways,
go ahead,
you
Lord.
say you're close with your mom, but like not really.
I'm still very. My mom, she was even help. She still helps me pay my unit. And I just owe her on shit like that. I don't like her paying for anything. I'm the firstborn boy type shit. I was in therapy. She was helping me get there. She would bring me back to the storage unit, which is very discombobulating for me. But she still helps me as much as she can. She's a Medicare broker, so right now she's in her AUP. So it's the holidays right now. This is when she makes her most money. So she's not able to help me get to the store. Help me do this and that. Third, come back and forth to my unit to help me take showers or
How does she
bring me
feel about your
food.
lifestyle? If that has anything to do with the fact that
But me
she
being
was so
gay,
okay
it
with
has
you
nothing.
leaving.
My mom loves me and who I am. She has 2 gay kids, me and my sister, who's in college, who's doing significantly better because she moves with ambition and drive. I lack that. I lack ambition and drive. I did not just start knowing what I want to do with my life. I still not quite certain. I won't sit here and lie on a panel and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go do this, that." I have intentions. I got 2 letters of recommendations to go to college. I haven't started applying for colleges because I got other fees to pay for. There are application fees, and I
And then
just
on
spent
top
a
of that,
good chunk
you
of
have to
money.
have an address usually when you're applying for colleges as well.
And not
So
to
I
say
feel
I
like
can't
what you
use
should
my
do
mom's
is you should
address,
just use
but
your mom's address at this point and get it over with.
I do use my mom's address. But when I've been getting packages there. When I got my social there, she's talking about something. Oh, that's what that was, girl. You can't be
And they'll
like
probably
around
waive
around
some
just
fees for you too. Some of them colleges waive fees.
yeah, like FAFSA. I think I can get Pell Grant. There are tons of grants I can qualify for. Like
And you will
there's
cash
tons
out.
of shit
And
done.
then when that income tax time check come, not income tax, but school check come, I got hella money this year for school. So I definitely
Really.
feel like that would benefit you as well.
Yeah,
So
and I'm a military child, so I'm gonna get those benefits. I'm going to school. I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to school.
You should.
That was the
Because
plan.
y'all, if
Yeah,
y'all go to
for
his
sure.
Instagram, Aylenjay with the three, he has a 3.8 high school diploma. So he's not no
This is
dummy
my
by any
last
stretch of the
post.
imagination.
I
He's just been
I'm
going through a
sorry.
lot of things. Okay, and everybody
And
goes through
mom
a lot.
and I'm gonna tell you what led my mom putting me out. So my mom was going from work, and I was going upstairs to talk to her about my boyfriend, currently ex, and colleges, because I just got my second letter of
Yeah, GPS.
recommendation, and I want to share with her. Yeah, whatever, whatever. And so, oh, this so makes me so mad. I should have stayed in my fucking room. I was off from work this day too. Don't work there no more, of course. And I go upstairs and I'm coming back down, and her boyfriend's like, "What the fuck are you doing in the room?" Blah 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 blah. He ends up trying to push up on me, get in a fight, go back to the room. I turn on my taser and I shot the bitch. Let him know, like, don't do that. Don't even try to come in here thinking you don't know hot shit. And before you knew it, I got a call from my mom talking about something. You getting into Jamal while I'm not home is not gonna work. And I'm like,
Right.
okay. So she's like, so
Okay,
you
y'all.
need to find
Help
somewhere to
pooch him
go.
over to 5K and help pooch me over to 3K. We're about to try to get into the Charlie T. And if anybody has his CA, go ahead and put his CA in the comments right now. If y'all can put a CA in the comments, and also run us up. We're doing door deals right now. We're getting into the T. I'm trying to get to 3K in my box, and he's trying to get to
Oh, I
5K in
got
his.
dates for where I lived everywhere too. I got videos of who did what. Well, I deleted all the videos of the first lady who attacked me
Okay.
in Arizona because that shit was traumatizing. But I keep receipts. I keep everything, especially with this Charlie situation. And now that it is a drama situation, I've kept my threads with Ari as well to a certain extent. But
Does anybody want to see the thread with Ari before we move on to Charlie?
right.
Do y'all want to
It's
see that,
what
or do
I
y'all just
have
want to move on to the
recovered
Charlie too?
because I can pull it up on this
No,
watch
it's a
now.
lot of your nose and
Yeah,
your
it's
sis.
not that much.
It's
Yeah,
like one nose. Okay,
it's
we can move on to the Charlie T. Okay,
okay, mom.
so okay, so how old were you when you met Charlie? Do you have a good idea how long ago it was? How old were you when you
So it
first
was
met him?
2019, I want to say.
And
It
what year
was
did you
or
graduate?
I was it was before COVID. I graduated 2020 during COVID. So it was before COVID.
So you were
See,
still in
so
high
it's
school
either
when you met Charlie?
2019, 2018. Yes, I was still in high school. I was on the app at 16. I was sleeping with grown men well before I was fucking 18. Niggas with whole children. Fuck that. Don't judge me, hoe, but you gotta get your dick how you gonna get it, mamas. But yeah, I mean some
And how did you
time.
meet him?
Oh, through the same app.
Oh, thank you, drama.
Through Bigo, not Bigo, through Grinder. Yeah, cause I didn't meet Charlie on Jack. I still remember how I met Charlie. He came on my um whatchamacallit profile. He hit me up. I was not interested in Charlie like that. But I was presenting as a pothead on Grinder all the time. A nigga knew he could get at me easy with some weed. Now Charlie is calling me cheap, but bitch, I suck dick for free. So call me cheap, call it what you want, sex work, whatever the fuck. I call it a transaction too. Bitch, he was never gonna get this throat. I'm trying this not how do you get rid of this sound?
Thank you, Cuddy.
Girl, let me take this shit. He was never going to get sucked up by me for fucking free. Essentially, like a nigga gotta offer me something. Charlie is not the cutest person, obviously. He does look very feminine. And even these pictures he came at me were very feminine. Girl, what the fuck is this? Yes, I graduated at 19, actually, not 20. I graduated at 19. I I did graduate at 19.
So you were
Girl,
about
what is
17,
this?
18 when you met him.
Yes, what is this? I'm sorry.
You got to turn off the. You're hearing the gift sound.
Yes, Mama, thank
Go to
you.
the
I'm so
go to the three
yeah. I
lines
turned
at the
that shit
bottom.
off. I turned it off. I turned it off. Girl,
Okay,
that
good.
shit had
So
me
you were about
annoyed as
17,
fuck.
18 when you met him, and you were 19 when you
Yeah,
graduated.
if it was June of 2019, I would have just turned 18.
You would have, but you don't
Nah, if
really
it was
remember.
yeah. I don't
So
really remember. I know I
Charlie
was.
was fucking on high schoolers.
Oh yeah, Charlie was fucking definitely fucking on high schoolers. Me personally was a high schooler, so yeah. And not even fucking, cause we gonna get to that, mamas. We ain't let Charlie fuck now. You know that, Liyah. We ain't. You did not let that man fuck. Now the first time I met Charlie, he was very closed off, kept, very. It gave me like he was DL. Like I said, someone said I got hagged, I got gooped. It gave trade as fuck. So before I knew it, I'm in this man's car. He picked me up from my house or whatever, whatever. And I'm sitting there like looking at him like, okay, all right, whatever. Where do we eat? Me, I'm a pothead, baby. And this is before I was a plug. I was using niggas. If a nigga don't get some use out of me, I'll see why I don't get to play duck duck goose with the niggas. So before you know it though, I am in this car. He took me to a park. And we went to this park both times. It's Patriots Park in Girltown.
If you have
And we in this
admin,
parking lot.
if they're spamming in the comments with those hands, you can't just mute them. You have to kick them. So yeah,
What you mean?
if they're spamming, waving their hand repeatedly, just kick them out the live. Okay, back to what you were saying.
Oh, okay, okay. Um, And so when I did it the first time, I really didn't see myself doing it again, other than besides the fact unless that nigga bring just, same type of weed. Charlie had good weed, probably because he live in Atlanta, whatever, whatever.
Hmm.
So, smoked the blunt. We barely talked. He told me his sign. He told me I think Charlie was saying he was like 24 when I met him. And that's what I remember. But I know he was in his mid 20s or maybe late 20s almost. And so he's very quiet, barely said anything. I had no idea what Charlie sounded like until I came on this goddamn app. So the second time we met up, same type shit. Um,
So
Charlie
when
was
you
trying
met
to
up the
fuck
first
me.
time, what did y'all do the first time? Was it oral?
It was just oral. Now, when I saw it, it was very like overwhelming. I had just had went and had an HIV scare because I tell everybody this. I was very honest. I went and had an HIV scare because I had fucked this boy. Now, mind you, I had to start really getting real aware of how to move sexually, how to because I was real wild, wet, and dumb, bitch. I was real slow. I ain't gonna lie. Sexually, I was hypersexual. I didn't get all those experiences I wanted in high school. I didn't even go to prom. I thought a nigga was gonna be busting me down my prom night, but none of that happened. So, bitch, I was trying to catch up. That's what this was. So,
And
one nigga
pause
I
right
met,
quick. Charlie was born June 6, 1996. So y'all do the math on how old he would be now. Okay, so back to your what you were saying.
Okay, okay. And yeah, he really is a Gemini. So I fucked this Gemini guy, and that's another reason why I was like, yeah, you're not gonna fuck me. But I fucked this dude. He gave me an anal fissure, and I couldn't figure out what it was. I had to go to the doctor's hospital twice. They was talking about chlamydia gonorrhea, so I went to my old pediatrics. They was like, oh baby, you got an anal fissure and you got strep throat. And because I had all these symptoms of HIV. So then, I went through a whole period of time where I was like real reluctant on who I dealt with sexually in general. Like I just didn't care to be, not that I'm
You
picky, but
didn't
I
feel
got
like you
even
didn't want that to
pickier.
happen again, basically.
Yeah, basically we was trying to prevent that ever happening because having an anal fissure, mamas, is the most painful thing. And by the way, pregnant women get them. So if you don't want that shit, you might want to have a C-section. Yo, little asshole gonna try to burst while you was pushing something out your vagina.
Hmm.
Just letting you know. I've had to learn out all the ways you can get anal fissures. Um,
Hmm.
and so before I knew it, I was like, okay, yeah, well, that nigga was a big dick nigga who was not trying to be gentle, none of that, like all that.
Right.
Never again. I met Charlie. He ain't beg to try to fuck. I don't know why that
Bad.
nigga thought he was on. He ain't beg, but he was. I would say this.
Better.
He was like almost trying to like what's the word? Trick you, trying to reverse psychology your ass into it. Like what's the word? Mm. He
Like trying
tried
to pressure you.
to
Did he try to
swindle his way. Yeah,
did he kind of like pull out his dick and kind of like try to push you over a little bit like what he did? Like what kind of what gave him manipulate? What kind of stuff was he saying? What was he doing?
that's the thing. He was real quiet, like, damn, you really not gonna let me fuck. Like, I remember the second time I got in that car, he was like, so we really not gonna fuck? Like, damn. He was like, cause we had just smoked. And I was like, I thought he was just trying
I
to hang
remember
out
it was on the
again.
phone. You said something about when y'all were in the car that when you were sucking his dick, you seen something and it turned you off, and that's the real reason why y'all didn't Fuck that day. What did you
So
see?
the second time, this is the second time we met up, right? So I'm like, okay, now at this point we have a full idea meeting. Now it's been a couple of weeks, months, I
And
would even
also,
say,
quick
because
question: y'all were in the y'all were in cars when these situations were happening, right?
we were in his car. We were in his car. He
Okay.
would come to my house, pick me up, take me to a little area that was somewhat private, but not too private. And we do this. Now, I give Charlie his props. That nigga had a big dick. But that's not. I kept telling y'all that's why. Oh, that is a big reason, but it's also could see he was filmed. The nigga's eyebrows was cleaner than me. I didn't trust him. I could barely get him to speak about his sexual life, how sexually active he was, who he knew, da da da. If all that. I couldn't get him to open up. So that's a bigger reason I didn't fuck him. But another reason was when I was sucking this nigga dick, and I know I had to start learning. I had to start becoming real comprehensive about sexual education because Augusta is ranked number 5 in STDs. We're higher than the Bronx, y'all. Mamas, I started learning about lesions. And I just want to say, Charlie, I did get tested after I fucked with you and I. None came back. I know you can't contract nothing orally, but baby, I saw what I saw on that thigh. So
What did you
maybe
see?
the reason his life what looked to be like a fucking lesion. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I've been doing it a little too long now, and now apparently the head was cheap. That this that, and the third. So yeah, bitch had to get tested again, and I never fucked with Charlie after that. Only reason I found out about Charlie was through this app. STDs can be contracted, even HIV orally, and that's why I got tested because there's a test called OraQuick. You can test yourself for HIV. I would know because a bitch was too scared to keep having to get
How
blood
big would you
drawn.
say the
Someone
lesion
told me,
was? Like this big? Was it like this big?
hmm, I wanna tear a piece of paper off. Just
Yeah, let me
let
see
me
about how
let
big.
me.
And y'all help me get to 8K. I'm almost to 8K. Push me over. Help him get to 5K. Help pooch him over too. Be fair, y'all. Be fair. We are really getting to the nitty gritty. We're learning what's between Charlie's
I would say it's
legs.
more elongated. I would say it's more elongated. I'm sorry. I would say it's like it almost look like a birthmark, or like like when skin's peeling. I wasn't trying to look too long, baby. I was trying to get him to go ahead and get me on out that car. Cause once after that, I went home. I brushed the fuck out my teeth, and I told my mom. I was like, and she was so disappointed because she's like, "Well, don't you know him? Da da da. Like, why you didn't have him take you? I'm gonna have to be like, yo, bro. I don't know what that is on your leg, but let's go to the clinic. Like, the fuck." Bro was acting like he didn't want to speak, acting like he didn't trust me, was serving me up this DL tray, and I'm like, this is probably why. Like it gave me like, nigga, if I give you something, you're not gonna be able to find my ass, get my ass. I still don't know that nigga's last name. I just found out his last name today because Madame Lowe over here playing with his ass and his credentials. So
Hmm.
yeah,
And y'all, no shade, not
Charlie.
to interrupt. We're gonna start calling him Charlie with the lesions because I feel like that name suits him a lot better. Nasty bitch.
I'm sorry, I was being so nice too, but someone said that he said the head was good and he's cheap and da da da. So like, Charlie, I tried to be nice, but I also didn't like how you tried to come get head the third time, because you were trying to get head the third time. We got them receipts.
And how
You
recently was
let's
he trying to get more hair from you?
let's see, let's look at that, cause I'm so glad the bitch want to keep saying the head was cheap, but it must be
Because
so
Charlie
good.
was talking
It
all of
must
this
be
shit, but
so
it was not too long ago. Charlie was trying to get some more of that good ass throat
good, baby.
from our
Very
favorite
much this
Aylenjay.
very much so. Hold on, cause hold on. Hey, we will not final text of Charlie. Where's Charlie in these text messages? Just baby, do we have to look you up? Ari, I'm on my Apple Watch. Hold on. Yeah, you have success. There it
Hello,
goes.
Trinity.
I
Y'all
can
want to
save
come
him
up
as a
towards the end of the
contact.
interview to ask some questions?
Okay. Let's start. November 27th, Sunday. Charlie had gave me his number on Bigo. I said, "Hi, Charlie. It's me, Jalen." At 4:04 p.m. At 2:22 a.m. numbers. This nigga said, "What's up? What's up? What you doing?" I said, "Just woke up. What you doing?" I said, "What about you?" He said, "Same. Smoking at my people's Caribbean city." I said, "You in Augusta right now? Shoot, what's up?" He said, "Yeah. What area you
Wait,
in?"
what was the day? What was the day you said he tried to hit you up?
November 29th. This was like last week. What's today? Like, baby, this ain't that far away. This was like last week, mama. So this man came to Augusta, was letting me know. Yeah, you said it's 27. Thank y'all. Yes, please run those cash apps up. At if y'all can. I don't need some like ads in there begging y'all for cash apps, but
Oh, can we see the messages? Can we be fair? Can we see them?
let's just share screen. Let's do this. Yeah.
There's nothing to rehearse, sweetie
There's
pie.
nothing to rehearse.
Because he was still trying to be nice to
Because he
Charlie.
was
He
still
seen that
trying to
Charlie
be
was
nice to
ass.
Charlie. He seen that Charlie was
Hold on,
asking.
I have to make it stop
Hold on,
echoing.
I
Hold on. I have to make it stop
now
echoing.
that's
Hold on.
my old Airbnb.
Is it still echoing? Shit, horny. What you doing? Still here? What's up? Yeah, I am. You can see the messages right there. So what do we have to rehearse? Charlie groomed this boy since high school and was trying to fuck him his whole life. Every time he go to Augusta, he want to fuck on goddamn Aylenjay. Yeah, with the dates and the times. He talk all that shit about this boy being homeless, about him being cheap, about him being that. But here he is trying to swing the block. All these years later, they had 2 sexual encounters, and all of these years later, he's still trying to hop down, still trying to fuck. And yes, we have receipts for everything that we're saying. So no, sorry, y'all say y'all want receipts. Well, y'all have receipts because apparently Charlie must have blocked him at some point in time. Aylin, didn't he block you? Aylin, come back to the screen, Aylin. Aylin, come back. Can y'all hear Aylin? Now his shit glitching. We're gonna have to wait for him to refocus. Okay, say something now, Aylin. His shit froze in a bitch. A bit. They probably is reporting. Everybody drop hearts. Everybody drop hearts. Everybody drop hearts. And spam us with gifts. Spam us with gifts. They calling them. Put it on do not. No! No! We gotta get him back. We not done. We not done. No! 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 Oh my god. Ooh. Ooh. And this is how I'm glitching too.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you got clip.
No, I didn't get clip. I'm in the live now. It should have showed me when I came in.
Comment in the comments right quick. Comment in the comments right quick.
Okay, I got you.
They some haters. Refresh it. Hold on. Let me see if we still glitching.
I don't know who
There we
trying.
go. I
All
think
of a
we
sudden,
back.
my shit just. All of a sudden, my shit. No, I did not get clipped because I ain't show nothing that's inappropriate, nothing. But as you can see, if I'm such a hoe and da 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 and this and that and the third, trying to get hit from me. I think what it is, and I'm just gonna put it out there. I think he's trying to take advantage of me because I'm in a vulnerable situation, and he's in a vulnerable situation. I don't think Charlie get that much action because he got something down there. He got something going on. It's the reason he keeps his sex life so private because he probably knows I saw what I saw that day, and he was trying to keep me on his good side. But bitch, you out here saying the shit you saying, and I don't appreciate that. You out here saying the head was cheat, that I did it for weed, this and the third. I told y'all that. I could have told y'all that. I did it. I sucked dick for free. What that don't do? Type
Mm-hmm.
shit. You feel me? So I'm just still shocked too, cause I'm like all this shit that keep happening, Charlie. Leave me, look, leave my, look, don't speak down on me, ho. And you know damn well you came back for thirds. Sampling it is
Mm-hmm.
one thing. Seconds is crazy, baby. We all like a second play. But bitch, your big thirsty, horny ass came back to get some of this homeless head. And I ain't got no shame in it. He said it was good. I know it was good. Did you ever get tested for herpes? Did blood work? Blah, blah. Yes, I got tested for all of it, baby. Especially after I saw that. I was like, is that a lesion? Is that a sore? I know you got HSV1, HSV2. A motherfucker was not, I was scared. I was like, bitch. I'm like, and the whole time I was fucking with him, I'm like, something's off about this. The fact, like, I had parents that allowed me to fuck in the house. Charlie could have came in the house and got hit. We used to talk about some of your folks at the crib. Niggas, I done had grown men coming in this house dogging me out. You ain't gonna make no difference. You ain't that old. You old, but you not that old.
What the
Like
fuck?
in
No,
comparison.
sir. Your parents need a whooping.
My mom came in the room one time while I was fucking this other Gemini. His name's Jermaine. And I had to check on her. This boy was still trying to fuck me. I was like, Mommy, you okay? She's like, yeah, I'm okay. Well, I hope you're not scarred or nothing. But yeah, I have a hippie family, but they also are very crazy. They very crazy. Very, very crazy. So that's probably why your ass got kicked out. Nah. I wish it was really because of beef with my mom, nigga. My mom is she has codependency issues. Her and a nigga, like Tina, that nigga could be beating her like crazy. She's still gonna run to that nigga. But we're not gonna get into that. My kids would never.
Okay, so Trina and Lo, do y'all want to come up here?
Yeah, any questions? Or
And I also
reads,
am gonna
cause
let people
girl,
up from the
I
comments
can
as well
handle
to
my
ask
own weight.
questions.
Yeah, I can handle all the reads and stuff. So don't worry. I ain't finna sit here and accuse y'all.
What up,
But go ahead.
Lo,
Aylenjay?
comment right quick.
Aylenjay,
Hi,
I'm sorry. I'm
hello.
sorry you had to experience that. Charlie is a creep. You know what I'm saying? He tried to take advantage of you at one of your most vulnerable stages of your life, and you don't deserve that. He tried to fuck you in the backseat of the goddamn car, and he wanted to keep you on the low. I'm sorry. You have
That
to
part,
make sure
like,
you get all the counts.
that's cute.
Yeah, then try to play you and shit like that. Like, I think that shit is so fucked up, and you don't deserve that. Charlie is a creep.
Thank you.
A lot of us knew this
That's
shit
right.
before, but I think it's more victims out there of Charlie bullshit. And yeah, I think
I
please get
think
some
I'm the only
counseling or something
person
like
though
that.
that has a detailed story, and Charlie knows he can't deny this because I have the fucking pictures of him sending me his number on Bigo. Like I still have, and if I really did it, where I matched up the number on the messages and shit, we could really get down and dirty and see like this is Charlie. This is how Charlie viewed me at my lowest, like as someone he could still just get hair from. Baby, I've been a plug now. Weed don't impress me like that. I still keep weed. Homeless or not, I get high all the time. I'm like, go ahead, baby.
Yeah, and he think he
But
could just give you some weed and get some head and shit like that. Like he think
not
you
the
a
same. Not the
yeah.
same. It's not
You
And
see
the
what
the
I'm
thing
saying?
is, I
Like
same.
don't like the fact that he's a black man treating another black man like that.
I don't like that
I
either.
don't like the
That's
fact
sad.
you calling me cheap, but you was willing to be cheap. You could have brought two blunts, so
And
if
Charlie
you saw
cheap. He
me
don't even have no
balling,
furniture. He don't even have no furniture. You
he's
could have moved your
very
furniture when
cheap.
you already
I
empty and been
already know
roommate.
that. That car he pulled up in was nothing that he could ball on me on. I'm still embarrassed. Not that I sucked this dick, that I was sucking dick in that car. Cause bitch, we suck dick in tinted out cars. I don't even think that bitch was tinted. Embarrassing. That was my lowest moment for sure. But I still
Hey,
had that nigga had good weed. Good weed. Good weed. No good seed, but good weed.
Ailey, I want to get back to these legions. You don't know me. I'm Trina B, um, one of the top hosts on this app. But I was just wanting to let you know, Charlie is been talking and doing things, and this is good for you. And I want everything you, baby. I'm eating this up. Everything you saying, I'm eating this up alive. Every bit of it. Baby.
Mm.
I'm gonna have a field day with this in the morning, just like he have a field day with everybody else's business. I'm gonna have a field day in the morning.
Exactly.
It is no lie. I'm gonna have a field day, baby. I am gonna have a field day on this bitch, and I'm not gonna lie. Everything you said is gonna be repeated over and over and over again. This motherfucker called my son a child molester. Now he's a child molester. Now he's
He was
taking
fucking with high
advantage of
school.
your child. He
Oh
called my son a
wow,
child
yeah.
molester. He went to the
And,
courts to find out. Now he's a child molester. It's finna go down. It's
Trying to
finna
be,
go
I
down.
want you
And
trying to
another
be,
thing too, he got legions on his ass. He got legions. He got legions. He got
trying to be
legions.
honest.
He,
Trying to be,
He
I
can
want you to do
show us
all,
his
you know what I'm saying, do your big one
body.
on this, trying to be, but at the same time, understand that this is a serious situation. And, you know,
mm,
I'm pretty sure Aylenjay, he probably traumatized from this event. You know, keep in mind, there's probably other victims out there. They don't deserve to be treated by the creep, Charlie the creep, Charlie with the lesions. You know, they don't deserve to be treated like this. So please
And
be
it's the
understanding of that as
oh
well.
my god, he's oh my god, that
um,
nigga gonna get hit.
but you know he's the
Somebody
broken
gonna speak
child.
up.
You know he's the broken child. Alien. I mean, alien too. Alien. He's the broken child too.
I heard
He don't
his
have a relationship with
household
his
and all
mama.
that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard all that, but that's no excuse. See, and what's crazy is like I don't know how everyone's like feels some type of way about me telling I talk all my sexual experiences on this app so far. I'm very open about my life. So Charlie being brought up, it's only because y'all know Charlie, y'all want to sit here and be like, oh, you shouldn't be telling Charlie business, but Charlie tells every fucking body's business. So why the fuck
Brandon.
not? I'm confused.
Exactly.
It's my life. This is my life too. So what the fuck is the problem? It'd be one thing if me and Charlie was friends and oh me and Charlie got into it and now I'm airing him out because bitch we get into some mess. Oh, and I'm being fake. Bitch, this is me all the time talking about somebody and myself. And myself. I don't just talk about other people and not be able to talk about myself, bitch. That's how this works. Be prepared to get talked about if you could talk about people all day. And that's
Hey,
what I'm
Jay, let me ask you
saying.
this: Was he ever aggressive with you?
He was getting head for me, he was trying to like push down. That's why even those messages like you can't
Uh,
dog me out
He was
like
trying to make you gag on it. He tried to make a high schooler gag on
he
his
got a
pencil.
big he got a it's not even the
Mm.
pencil. That's the bigger issue. He got a big ass dick. I don't wanna I've been on the book saying that boy got a big dick. That is a queen carrying a Lysol can in his motherfucking pants and
mm.
he need
Hey, let
to
me ask you,
start acting more
don't
like
give
his
him that
dick, I
much
guess.
credit.
Yeah, you dragging it
I
now,
don't
bro.
want to,
Don't give
but
him that much
I'm
credit
trying to be
because he'll be
I
bragging
be
about
too
it.
nice. Girl, but fuck that. It's still, and like I said before, I was being
It's
too
big with
nice.
lesions on it. It's big with lesions.
Yeah.
It don't count
It
when you found the.
not even fuck the legions, girl. It was not the. I won't say it was nasty, but everybody got a lot of bodily odor. He ain't got one of them bodily odors that made me like, ooh, yeah, I want to suck the dick. I want to suck the skin out
He
here.
got a little smell.
No,
He
he
got a little
got one of
smell.
those like he sprayed something down there, like he bird bath for a nigga. Because mind you, you in your family's house coming to hook up with me. You and this is around the. I wanted to say this is like around. Yeah, this is around the time it's raining real hard. It's like June showers, May showers. Yeah, this is summertime. I don't know why you was there, but I'm like, you could have showered at your family's house. Because the way it came, like, you know what it's like when a nigga spritz himself with cologne. Spritz himself in the area so you can't tell he ain't give you the full wash. Me, bitch,
Right.
my host can never say I stink. I'm sorry. Yeah, and
Hey,
I ain't
Let
saying he
me ask
stink,
you a
but I ain't saying he
question.
smell good.
Let me ask you a question, Aylin. So he did go to this club, with other broadcasters on the app, but he was smelling like onions. He was so musty, he was stinking up the whole club. So that's what I was gonna ask you. When you did meet up with him, was he smelling like onions that day? A little bit tart. Cause you did say he smelled like he sprayed to cover up the odor, I guess.
And that car would smell out. And then because we would get so high, I would just be so like, what's the word? Sensory adapt to it. Like my nose would adapt to stuff. But it was a little sour, a little tangy. It definitely was. Not and I did try to put that past it because I like maybe it's the weed, maybe it's shit loud,
You thought the
but
weed
it
was a little
wasn't because
musty? Cause that weed do be
I
musty.
was smelling you that shit could be stained. And even probably I know that shit can stink. But I smelled that and that did not match what I was smelling in the air. Bodily odor trapped in that car. That's what that was. And cologne and weed smells. That it was a mixture. But it was not something I was sitting there trying to trap myself in. I would suck
Aylenjay,
that dick, smoke that weed, and get the fuck on.
hey, Aylen, are you saying that these lesions they look like cauliflower? Like
okay, mind you, it was just the one because I look. He just pulled his pants down. He didn't pull his shirt up, whip the dick out. Now I'm talking about. I don't know if I have the paper. I'm just ripping another. Like do as good as I can. I say it's about this long, and I don't even say it's that wide. I say it's like that long type shit. You feel me? When I saw it though, I'm like, trip because even though someone said you can get HIV orally, the rates of you getting HIV orally are a lot lower. So when he did come in my mouth, and if I recall him coming in my mouth, I did open my mouth, and I did not swallow Charlie's motherfucking
Hey,
seed. I
hey,
did
y'all.
not.
So the lesions
So
is connected with what? Lesions is what? What is that from?
it can
Is
be
that
it can be a sign that your body's finding
lesions?
something,
Your herpes?
immune system wise. So like autoimmune deficiency syndrome. You could have AIDS. You could have herpes. You could have fucking anything that's showing that your son's essentially is fighting off. But typically, it is commonly linked with HIV/AIDS, and we all know that. So, infection. You are fighting an infection. He not no
Oh, there go
dummy.
low.
Who me?
Low, you
Uh-oh.
coming
Yeah,
up?
Low,
and for
you coming up, Low?
psychosis. Oh,
I know low got some questions because this is too much.
for me.
So was the
Thank y'all
discharge
for the cash out.
clumpy?
You
You
said what,
let me
mommy?
ask you this: was the discharge clumpy? Or did it look normal? Was it like normal, or was it like
I
lumpy
didn't
and shit?
see discharge. I didn't see discharge, and when I saw the lesion, it was almost like you can tell when lesions are starting. Like, and also, he was in the car. It was raining. It was still noon, so I could see it. Like I never fucked with Charlie after that again. Like it wasn't even like Charlie. It was just
Oh
that day.
shit, my
I
camera
didn't
on.
really
What
expect
the
to
fuck?
explain to Charlie what the fuck I saw, how I felt type shit. Like girl, it was
Okay.
just oof, that shit still had me. Sorry, but yeah,
Mm-mm-mm.
I don't hear anything
Oh
infection, right?
wow.
Hey,
Um.
but
Well,
but yeah,
hi there,
basically, I hope that nigga
young
don't have
man.
nothing. Hi.
Well, you know, I got a couple of questions here, or whatever. Okay, so
Mhm.
could you reiterate for the people in the back that may have just gotten here? You're saying that you and Charlie start messing with each other when you were 16 years old, and he was how old?
I wasn't 16. I was 17, 18, around those ages. And Charlie was around 24, from what I believe. Now, Leah just gave us his birthday. She said he was born June 5th, 1996, she said. Or what she say? Yeah, I think she said 96. So if anyone could do that math, that'll determine how old he
Drama.
was, and
Drama
I
sound
would.
off. Don't kick nobody. Just mute. Don't kick. Just mute.
So, love, you really didn't know his name, his last name, or his birthday. So you was just horny that night.
And I used, yeah, and mind you, I know a lot of my hoes by full, like I'm talking about full names.
Oh,
But this is one of the niggas I didn't let him fuck for that too. Like I was like, if I'm gonna fuck you, especially because I'm the type I just fuck niggas raw. Like I'm an honest bitch. Like if I'm gonna fuck you, I'm gonna really know you. And when you give me something, bitch, I'm
mhm.
popping up at that job with that name. Where the
Okay.
fuck is you at? Calling everybody. You know, I'm airing that name on Facebook. And I've
Um,
never had to do that, but I just stopped moving in general, so I wouldn't have to worry about it.
Jalen, but
Okay.
as you, Aiden, as you know this, now you should never use protection. I don't give a damn what's going on. It's
I
dangerous.
mean,
It's very
yeah.
risky. It's very risky, especially in the gay life. It's very risky, and a lot of these people don't take their medication. A lot of people don't. It's not taking care of themselves, but it's very risky, and you can get HIV. So I'm letting you know, and something that can be with you for the rest of your life. So use protection, use condoms. If you ain't got HIV, you
Mhm.
You don't want to
Baby, he
get.
not
in
trying to hit
general.
it, Trina. Come on now, next subject.
Right, but
Hey,
yeah.
Um,
Aylenjay.
I'm
Hey,
not
so
telling
look.
him, the girl. I'm just been telling him, giving awareness. You got to stop and
well,
give
baby,
No, but
trust
I
me, he
appreciate it,
already
mamas.
he.
Aylen, Aylen, well, Aylen, considering that you was just a young little boy at the time, and and he took advantage of you. When he found out your age, what was it? What was Charlie's response? Was he like not tripping, or what was he
I
pretty
think
much saying?
I didn't lie to Charlie about my age. I definitely wasn't sitting here making him think I was any older or younger than what I was. I told him like, yeah, I'm in high school, da da da. But Charlie didn't really give a fuck. I think once Charlie knew like, oh, I wasn't that old, that's what made him really want to fuck me. Now, like I said, he didn't beg, but it was almost like he was. I think he thought he was gonna convince me to fuck him. Like he was gonna reverse psychology me into
W-
fucking.
Was Charlie the type
Right.
to hang around high school? Was he the type to hang around high schools and prey on young men, or like?
I wouldn't know. This is how private Charlie is. I'm like I said, meeting him on the app didn't even get his last name. I would have thought the nigga was DL because his grinder account didn't have pictures. But when he hit me up, of course I'm not finna just meet up with no nigga with no face. So I said, let me see some pictures. So the same picture Charlie ended up sending me, one of those pictures he uses in his profile. That shirt where
oh,
he's wearing a brown shirt with the fucking little white lines on the side, look like a Adidas shirt. That same picture he uses to trade. Nah, well, I would say goop
could
tag
you
motherfuckers.
real quick?
Hmm?
You talk a lot about. Could you go screenshot the grinder account real quick?
That's the thing. When I met him on Grindr, those are years ago, mamas.
He was in high school when he first
You,
met him.
yeah. I
Um,
don't even have. I'm not even on Grindr. I'm not even on Jack. I'm on Facebook dating. That's about it. And ain't shit happen on there. So only dick I get is my friend dick. So. But yeah,
Facebook
Hey,
if I
dating
did,
be eating
I
on
would love to air it out, huh?
okay. And
Facebook
what state
dating
do you
eat.
stay in, Aylen? If you don't
I
mind
live
me
in
asking.
Georgia. I live in
Okay,
Georgia.
so,
If
so
I,
you
It's
did
not
so,
OT if Charlie still trying to get his dick sucked as recently
yeah, because
as November the 29th. So y'all can miss me with
yeah,
that weird shit.
facts, because you barely reached the age of consent in Georgia because it's 16 in the age in the state of Georgia, but I still think morally a
right,
lot
and
of us
that's
think
why I
it's
started.
wrong.
Yeah, I still think it's wrong too, but I used it to my advantage because at 16, I wasn't able to have all the same sexual experiences that straight people were having. Some of our, hetero counterparts or, that subset of the community, they are having sex as young as 12, 13, 15. Not to glorify that, but bitch, me, honestly, I was very hypersexual at a young age. I've been exposed to porn and whatnot.
He was not
Bitch, I
19,
wanted
y'all.
to like I was ready to get out there the minute I turned legal, and as long as you have a parent's consent, that was fine. So, mind you, the first time I did try to lose my virginity, that turned into rape. But girl, we didn't give a fuck. We still that wasn't even necessarily described as rape. So
Oh.
we still was on a rampage to get dick. Okay, because this ain't no Lifetime movie.
Wait, the first
This
time you tried
time
to have sex, the first time you went to go lose your virginity,
Yes,
you got raped.
ma'am. Your shit,
I
baby.
met this man. He was 26, and it was during spring break for him in college. And he was cute. He was real fine. We fucked in his car, but this is my first time. I had no idea what the whole process is of like going into like douching, and that it could actually be a little painful, especially if they just ram it right, like all that shit. And so I did try to you know, tell dude to stop. My body froze up. I told my mom about the experience. She's like, because I didn't want to say no necessarily. I was like, yo, like this is not comfortable. He tried to make me do 3 positions. We lasted missionary, and during that, I'm like, yo, like stop. This is uncomfortable. And he just kept coming. I mean, kept going. Then he came, and like my body was frozen. And I explained to my mom that experience. She's like, oh, that's your flight or fight response. Like your body freezing, and that
Yo,
experience you felt that was you know your body was under
dumbass
attack. I was
comments.
like, oh, okay.
He already,
Dumbass
the
Okay,
comments.
boy
He
just
said,
so
said that when he was in high school, he was about 17 to 18 years old when they first
no,
met.
he's
They
16,
they
17.
did
He
it.
said, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So now y'all are trying to say that he said he was 19. He never said he was 19 when they first had their first interaction. Y'all are
Yeah, y'all
hearing what
making
y'all
up
want to
stuff.
hear.
Yeah, I did not say I met him at 19.
not
I
that
never said I
making up
met
stuff
Charlie
for
out of high
Charlie with the
school.
T.
No, I didn't.
So Charlie was out of high school. You was still in high school. So basically, he was at the high school
Yeah,
porch
because we
preying
was
on the
doing all this
kids.
shit before COVID, and I graduated during COVID, so I know when I was fucking on Charlie. Well, sucking on
Right.
Charlie. I won't say fucking because bitch, that nigga did not fuck
Wow, and
me.
And if
COVID
it
was
was,
three
look,
years
hold
ago.
on, and I'm starting to get irritated with y'all. Y'all was like, oh, well, he said it was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, he would have been 18, turning 19 years old. Y'all do realize you could be 18 at a certain point in the year and then turn 19 that same year, right?
I literally
Like, I feel like
graduated
y'all are really
19
retarded. And I feel
at
like,
19.
why do we got to explain basic math to y'all? He said his initial meeting with him was his senior year of high school. He said he was around 17, turning 18 his senior year of high school.
When I
Well, first he
graduated,
Y'all don't
said
know how to
16
math. Y'all
turning
are
I was a
retarded.
17.
And like I said
baby.
earlier,
Because
when y'all
that's
got
when I
mad
fell
and
out the
y'all called the
wall.
police to my
Some
house,
of these hoes
y'all
is
some
retarded in the
GED
comments.
motherfuckers.
It's some retarded ass motherfuckers in the
And this
comments. You
was
forgot.
actually my junior year, and I know this for a fact because I was plugging hardcore my senior year. So it was definitely my junior year, 2019. I was
That's
about to, and it
fucking
was around
hardcore.
June. And I just turned 18. I
Thank
just turned
you.
18. Yeah.
Not
And
Okay,
y'all
so
can
the
fucking
say
question
But
certain
was,
shit was
hardcore.
legal all you
before,
want to. But look, hold on. Y'all can say that certain shit was legal all you want to. But morally, is it
that
okay?
shit not right. That shit
It's
not
not
right.
right for anybody that's
Yeah.
22, 23, 24, anything like that to be fucking on high schoolers. I would never go
yeah,
drive
I was
past a high
still in
school and
high
go pick up a
school.
17-year-old because I can.
And luckily he in the state of Georgia, because some states it'd have been 18 and it's a wrap. Charlie would be in jail for statutory rape.
I ain't better do a
No
motherfucking
shade.
thing. But stay black and motherfucking die, pussy assholes.
Mm-mm-mm.
Okay. Wow, this is so interesting. So,
I want him
looking
to go
back,
live and put some test results out because I know what I saw. Like I have good eyes, bitch. I can read these comments from here most of the time. I don't have no issue seeing what the fuck I see.
so you're
So
saying you seen lesions up his leg? Were they like under his balls
on
or
his
in his
thigh,
genital area?
Like
it's
on the thigh
exactly
next
where
to the
they were
balls.
there. Like
What
like
did it look like
He could,
hair bumps
like
or
in
something
this
like that?
area.
no, it could
And at
be.
first I wanted to think it was
Baby,
like
don't
dried
touch
up
right there,
cum. Y'all,
baby. You look
Don't
No,
touch,
like
you
a
don't
can't do
touch,
that.
uh-uh,
Can't
baby,
touch.
don't do
You
don't
can't,
that.
can't
touch, don't
touch.
touch.
Stop doing that.
why?
What the
What
fuck?
happened?
Just look at
You
the
You
look
gonna
just
get
look at the
beans, you
picture
gonna
I
get
put up.
What
beans.
happened?
Just look at the picture I put. Was it like this?
It's on the thigh, my bad. Like yeah, it's in the general area. It's right. It was like right near the balls. I would know because I was doing my work. Girl, I know how to handle a
He
dick.
probably got genital warts.
But
He probably got genital warts.
and I thought either that or lesions, or like I said, y'all know when a nigga like got come and it dries up on you, and I was like, it could be dry cum. It was a little freaky ass, just pre coming type shit, and that's what I really wanted to think it is. Like maybe it's just a little dry cum stain on his leg.
But it wasn't.
That's what I just wanted to pray on. Like I just prayed on it. I was like, "Cause oh baby, you slow, bitch. You think what you want. Go like listen to Miss Liyah. Go look on that Instagram.
Well, hold on. Dry nut do not look like no motherfucking lesions. No,
I
that's some
to me, I would say it does.
no.
To me, I would say it does. I'm sorry. I don't a matter of opinion at that point, but yeah, I would say it does. That's especially when you want it to look like that and you don't want to run the risk of fucking contracting HIV. Bitch, that's what we want to imagine it was. Okay, so let me have my imagination. All right, because bitch, I hope it was an illusion.
No,
Girl, nigga, that was a lesion.
that's a lesion.
Oh, girl, shut up. Shut up.
It's okay. You don't brush your teeth good and
He
you
needs.
passed the devastation stage.
Matter of fact, no, because the great part is like, oh no, I was just recently feeling like I had chlamydia or gonorrhea, so I just got tested on Halloween. Bitches saw me going in and out of the hospital. Everybody know I got $189 bill right now from getting tested at Met now. I still ain't got shit. But what really irks the fuck out of me is that I am like really hypersexual. I have my wrist and whatnot, but I have my standards. So like me fucking on Charlie, it was not because he was cute when I did that. It was because I like to get high, and he knew what that shit was. Even as you see the messages, then He knew you could not come and get sucked up on if you ain't had nothing for me to smoke on.
So you
And I
lowered
wasn't really
yourself.
gonna do it now.
You lowered yourself for
We
Charlie.
have sex. This is me personally speaking, and it's not even Charlie. I'm like this to everyone. I have sex
But you
for
being
free.
honest.
If a nigga, yeah, if I have sex for free, but if a nigga can smoke me out or a nigga can offer me something on top of that, bitch, I'll take that too. Y'all bitches do it for free.
Aylen,
End up with kids that don't get no type of
Aylen, so you,
child support. I'm lucky I don't.
Aylen, so I understand that you lowered your standards for Charlie, but you know a lot of the older men that be preying on young boys like
I
yourself, they
slept
usually
with
give them like they
older.
try to like groom them. They try to groom them like
Hmm.
they try to give them some money. Did he ever give you any money for anything?
I don't think no, he didn't give me weed though. I remember the second time he I vividly remember the second time. I was like, oh, that shit good. He's like, I got some more, da da da, and gave it to me. And I think he thought I was gonna like have me be like, okay, I should fuck this nigga. I was like, okay, he's trying to flex on me or whatever, whatever. But it wasn't even that much. I think I scaled it up, got home, it was even a gram. I was like, oh.
He tried to give you some hush money.
No, not hush
Mm.
money. He gave me some girl.
Some
Yeah,
hush
he
weed,
wasn't big on
baby.
that. Not even hush weed. If you homeless, you shouldn't be fucking for free, boo. I shouldn't be fucking at all. And I'm not necessarily. I mean, I fucked a few times while I'm homeless.
And
I'm the
y'all, I
same
just
hoe.
had a very complex thought. You know how they leaked his address and the address was an Augusta address? It's not that he was back in Augusta visiting. He moved back to Augusta. So when he moved back, he hit your ass up. You was about
Oh,
to
so
be
he's
butt
back
bloody
living
when
in
he got back.
Augusta.
Yes.
Oh wow, he lives here. Okay, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you put me on game, Mama.
Yeah, he
Thank
does.
you. But yeah, that's pretty much. There's nothing to conclude out of this. I said my part because he's been speaking on it. So I'm glad I cleared the air. Ash got Faith to go get tested so I can be assured I wasn't almost at risk of contracting anything that day. And also let Ari to stop
Eh,
switching up. Y'all
All
let her
right.
know that too. Okay. So
Does
we all
anyone from the
good?
comments
Another
want to
question.
come up too?
Yeah, I'm about to get down to after that. And I got a last question for you. Given that you were so young at the time when he was taking advantage of you, does did it seem like he always deals with younger men from the way that you was dealing with
It
him? Did it
seemed
feel like
it seemed like he deals with everyone like that in the sexual sense. It seemed like everyone he dealt with, he probably has a very private, gives off a private vibe, gives off a very like
Very closed off.
very closed off. Like I had I known Charlie was big on Bigo, it now adds up. Like this boy has an image he's trying to essentially protect. He goes out here every day and airs people's business, but still wants to have this life personal of his own that other people can't essentially have access to. Everyone was telling me, "Oh, Charlie acts all holy, all sanctified." He doesn't. He's. I mean, he's not. He's not. I mean, we're watching the things he's doing, and I'm telling you the things he has done with me. So, my business. I
well,
just don't
I'm praying
understand. If
for you.
you can fix yourself to talk about people, be prepared to get talked about. But thank you for the prayers. I accept that, love.
Yeah, I'm praying for you, Alan. You can bring somebody else up if you
Period.
want.
Okay. Do you have any more questions, Lo or Trina?
No, we got needed to run to motherfucking get run with.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. I'm
Oh
about to start bringing
Lord,
people up from the comments, two at a time.
go ahead.
So y'all can ask Aylin all the questions y'all want to ask him. If you're not in the queue
Mhm.
on purpose, please get out the queue. Um, if I start adding y'all up, then y'all are gonna have to start raising your hands from the comments. Like if I start adding y'all up and y'all really ain't in the queue on purpose, then that's what it's gonna have to give.
Oh shit. I'm smoking. Hold on, let me turn my camera off.
What the hell?
Hey Leah. Hey, Aylin. I just want to say, I'm sorry that that happened to you. God bless you, and I hope
Thank
things get
you.
better for you in 2023. I hope a lot of good things come your way. But it's crazy how Charlie sit over here and talk about everybody else, and his ass sitting over here sleeping with people that's 18 and 19 too. Even though
17
it's not
possibly.
Well,
I think
Aylin
underage.
was really 17 when they had sex, to be honest.
70.
Right.
Right. It's that.
Okay, and he was
Especially the
22.
first time I know it was 17. Because the last time
and
we
he
hooked
and
up
he was like,
was June.
he was like 22, 23. That's what I'm saying. So he's a hypocrite. He's also preying on teens. He's driving around high schools and he's trolling other people saying they're doing it and bringing them on the app, spilling their tea. But I'm glad Liyah is spilling the tea tonight. So kudos to you. You doing your big one, mama. And I'm in the comments. Thanks for letting me up.
Mm-mm-mm.
You should have never called me a cheap hoe, bitch. I suck dick for free. Don't call me cheap. I've done charity work, bitch.
Hello, Rhea. Okay, so now if y'all are in the queue on purpose, go ahead and raise your hand in the comments or put in the comments queue if y'all want to come up and ask any questions. Okay, we have Gaga.
Period.
I just invited you up.
Okay, my
Okay.
thing is
Okay.
it giving Charlie sleeping with the slow kids, the GED kids, the
No,
little
actually,
white
Aiden
bus
is
kids?
smart.
Did you see? Did you see a GED on the Instagram? Because that was a high school diploma with a 3.85 GPA. So, bitch, let's rerun that read, ho. Let's try it again. Let's try it from the top, boo, because
It's giving
let's bounce
slow
to the
kid. It's giving Down
let's
syndrome. It's giving
it's
the head
giving,
is the
bitch, that's
smallest
not
part of
a
the body
read.
and the facial structure is the biggest part.
My head
It's
is
Gaga,
giving
you got
eyes
big.
too
My
sit
close
head
down,
is
together
Gaga.
and
physically big.
nose too close to the mouth.
That's not even the right read. I have the biggest head ever. That bitch, go ahead. My head is big. That's not even a read.
Hey,
I like
Aylin, how
bitches
you
who got
doing?
really.
Hey, Leo.
Come on.
Hey,
Okay.
Okay, Aylin, I wanted to just put you up on game real quick. When I googled about AIDS, it say typically people lose a lot of weight in their neck. That's what causes their head to look like a bigger portion of their head of their neck. Okay, so at that time he probably did have AIDS. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't know it when he got tested and started taking medicine for his HIV. That's probably why you seen those lesions. Okay. And then another thing is, I think he didn't want to come into your parents' home because he know that he's sitting around passing that shit around, and he didn't want your mama and them to know who he
My
was.
mom would kill that
So he
nigga.
tried.
My mom would kill that nigga. And if she saw that nigga face especially, and I said, Mama, that's the nigga. Yeah. But he was very scared to come in my house. Cause I wouldn't fuck in the car anyways, knowing my mom's cool with me getting hold out in the house now. Like this, my mom was cool with me doing everything out because she'd rather me be safe than be sorry. And she knew I was on these apps meeting up with niggas I ain't never really knew like that, having these new sexual experiences. That nigga knew. I don't know what he was trying to keep. I don't know. He asked if we had cameras or anything, but he was like, "Who's there?" I'm like, "My mom, her boyfriend, my sisters." Ain't nobody really worried about it. Like nigga, my mom's boyfriend don't give a fuck. Who the fuck I bring in? That's not my daddy. But yeah, my mom was the best, and I don't blame her for none of this. When I moved back in with her boyfriend, yeah, she got codependency problems, but that's not why I'm homeless. I'm homeless because I should have fucking got on an actual lease and not just let a nigga put his hands on me type shit. But yeah, I'm sorry, baby. You still going?
okay.
Yeah,
Does anybody else oh, what you gonna say?
Just like Pablo got that big ass head, just like Medicine got that big ass head. They all have AIDS and they're dying.
So does that my head give like I look like I have AIDS?
Did anybody else want to
It do
come up?
not.
Raise your hand to say in the queue in the comments. And be respectful when you come up. I'm gonna drop you if you're disrespectful. Be respectful. And
I don't put my
also, some of y'all
resentful
got
on.
beans in
Hey,
this bitch. So y'all help me get a couple more beans.
please help her get some more beans, y'all. Get some more beans. I do want to say, I'm sorry to hear about your story or whatever, but I think that just goes to show that everybody, like, we got to pay a little bit more attention. Or if we see some shit, like, run, girl, it ain't no problem to just run the other way. Like, turn some shit down at the end of the day. It
That
is not
part.
going to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm sorry you have to go through that. And oh god damn, you see some shit, girl, you better go run for the hills. Cause 9 times out of 10, if that's what it is, it's what it is. I'm just saying, it ain't no come. Y'all have a nice
Right.
night.
You too.
You too.
Hey Leah, you looking beautiful tonight. Hey, so I just wanted to say I hope you enjoy your 5 minutes of fame. That's all, boo.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, so I got a lot to say. And nigga, you know this voice because I ain't helped you out. And you already know I tell you shit in real life. Here, I calm down. This nigga came and told when I first met you when you said what did I do? I said, sir, are you really living are you really living a storage unit?
Storage,
What'd you
yeah.
say?
I said
And
yes.
what did I
Why
do?
would I lie?
No, in real life. Show this app. What did I do?
She helped me. She helped me.
I said,
She
no,
bought me
not
something to eat.
help, bitch. No, nigga, talk real
Yeah.
shit. What did I do? I sent you a cash app, right?
Okay.
Bad
Okay.
decisions is a
I say this
good
all to
one.
say is, if this nigga got to stand on a goddamn 10 toes that he's standing on in the freezing cold to tell y'all the real life about what the fuck is going on, I don't think this nigga's lying. In real
I have
life,
nothing to
I
lose.
did you. This nigga told me he's like, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I don't know if you're a Charlie supporter, and this is me not knowing him. This is me randomly going down the app, looking at motherfuckers and like, if I give 21 $20, I give this person $20.
Raise your
All
hands. You're
right.
trying to come up to y'all.
So, sir, did I not give you 20? Did I not send you money?
Yes, you gave me money. You gotta
All
speak
right,
your
and did
big
I
one
not?
though.
And you took it upon yourself to show the people on the internet that you took the money that I gave you and you decided to go eat with it. But did I not tell you do what the fuck you want to do with it? Correct?
Type shit, yes.
Okay. What does that have to
All
do with
right.
anything?
All right. The reason why I say this to say this is not a fake ass motherfucker. So the same way he talked to Liyah, this nigga told me the same shit.
I
I don't
spoke to
even
her
know this
about
man.
Charlie.
No, in real life. I don't know this man from a man on the moon, but I was ready to help him because I don't want to see no other black. And I said the same shit. I would never see
Okay.
a
Thank
black
you.
man struggle, right? He was like, well, I sucked Charlie's dick. He was very casual with
Okay.
it.
Okay. Look. Okay. Does anybody else in the queue want to come up? Put
Wait.
Q's or
Liyah, first
let
of
me
all,
know
girl,
in the comments that
I'm
y'all are
trying
trying
to
to come
show
up.
you a point. I'm about to show you a point. This nigga is so open to share the real truth about what's going on in his life is that y'all motherfuckers forgot to realize, even if you're homeless or if you're not homeless, just remember he took advantage of a man that didn't have at the time. And if
He
you're a
tried
whole
to, but
Okay.
broadcaster, bitch, you get paid on the 5th and the 13th if your check come late. But you took advantage of a man that lived in a whole storage unit. What kind of man are you? And then you come to New York City, you come to Philly, you come to you talking about
If
Madam
y'all want to
Love?
come up, let me know in the comments if you're trying to come up from the queue. Because, like I said, I don't like when I keep adding y'all and y'all be like, oh, it was an accident. Raise your hands in the comments or say queue
you
if you're in the
know.
queue and you're trying to come up and ask a question. And
All right,
mind you, this is
yeah.
more so for questions, not long statements, okay?
All right, and you know what? I respect that. You know what, Leah?
Okay.
I respect what you're saying because I have no negative energy. But the young
Thank
man
you.
on this camera, he know that for a fact. You know my voice, and you know I ain't never disappointed you, Pa. Like no matter how many views you get, how many views you don't, you guaranteed a cash out for me,
Okay.
Pa. You already
Thank you,
know
Bless.
that. But what
Period.
I'm
Thank you, girl.
doing
Thank you,
is,
girl.
all right. Well, Leah, what I'm doing, I'm confirming what the man
Thank
is
you for
Hey, and
saying.
so
He
confirming.
is
Thank
not
I
you.
have
lying.
more
Thank
of
you.
a
She's vouching for me. Yeah, she knew about this before it was
Thank
even
you for
tea
vouching,
because
girl.
she told me about Charlie. But yeah, thank you, love, mamas. We appreciate that. I really
Raise your
appreciate
hands if you're
it.
trying to come up and ask a question. No
okay.
long
So
windedness, please.
okay,
Thank
I'm
you.
not gonna be long. This is. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Aylin, love. I just want to say that God gives his strongest test to his strongest warriors. And with everything that you are going through and have been through, God is getting ready to show you something. He's going to open doors for you. You are a walking testimony for younger people that you are going to help. And to that young lady that was just up here, God don't brag or boast on what he does for his children. So whatever you did for Aylin was behind closed doors, and that's where you should leave it. Aylin, God has more in store for you. And thanks for telling your story. I'm praying for you, and I will send you a CA.
Thank
Period. Thank you.
you.
And if y'all have any beans in y'all wallet, go ahead and throw on me and Aylin. Can y'all try to get Aylin I think 6K? Y'all
I
try to
just
help him
want
get this
y'all to
okay? Y'all can.
know that I'm not like I'm not like these people on Bigo. Yes, I do understand this app is based off of content, what sells, what not, whatnot. But for me, with the Charlie situation and me once again speaking on that, like I said, I've been watching him for quite some time after I noticed him, and I was like, "Hey, Charlie, it's me. You remember me?" He was like, "Yeah, you still in Augusta?" He was on live. His whole demeanor changed and everything. He followed me, never spoke about it. Then he hit me up on Bigo, text me a few times, send me his number, and that's what led to all this. But when I was watching him, I just saw he was treating people, and it didn't go well into my
Hey,
skin because I
Leah.
saw he literally
Hey,
talks
Mrs. Love.
about everybody. And I
Right.
just like I want y'all to know this is like a security policy. Me talking about Charlie is so that he can never really talk about me. Because you really still don't have nothing on me. That's the great thing about it. You know the head was good. You bitch, you would have never got it if you didn't have weed type shit. And you know you was trying to come
Right.
get more
And no
in my
shade.
current
Let's get past it.
predicament.
Let the people come up and ask you questions because we pretty much got
Can
into
I
all the
can
things.
I ask you a question, Aylin?
Go ahead, mama.
So you said that Charlie was real like standoffish and like he didn't really talk much. Did you ever get into details with him about like your living situation or that you were struggling or
Oh, when
like
I
did he
met
was he
him, I
aware
was
of
living
that?
with my mom. I was not struggling. I was
Hmm.
even I was still in
When he
school.
was
I
he was
didn't
in high
even have
school
to
when you
worry
met
about my
him,
living
but he's been
conditions.
homeless since
Right.
being on the app. And Charlie
So
tried to
has
talk to him as far as November 29th.
So has Mr. Cashy ever offered to like assist you or help you while everybody can clearly see you living in a storage unit, your tea is being spilled on like Beagle pages? Because I seen you before on a Beagle tea page in a storage unit, and people were saying like, how is that possible that you could live in a storage unit? So I remember you. So my question is, have he ever offered to help you other than like get here for weed? Like, have he ever gave you any type of money, help you with like Airbnb or any of that?
Probably didn't
Oh,
really help
not
me with
Mr.
anything.
Cashy. Oh, he only wanted it when it was free, right?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, when
Okay.
he can give me something and get something in return, that's how it works.
No shade. If
Like I
anyone's
live.
coming and promoting anybody else live, don't mute them, kick them.
Okay, I just wanted to know if Mr. Cashy helped you out, like knowing that you're going through stuff. So that's all I wanted to know.
He's nah, he
Okay.
didn't.
Does anyone else in the queue
But
want to come up? Raise your hand if you want to come up. Raise your hand or
he
say you
lied
want to
saying
come
he
up if
about
you're
to
in the
debunk all
queue.
the rumors. Ooh, let him debunk it. Shit, hopefully he got some test results. Cause that's one of the few scares I've ever had. I had a scare of him. I had a scare of that nigga who else was in it.
He looked like a
And it
light
wasn't
skinned
even
Charlie.
necessarily a scare. I had a
Is
scare
there
of the
anybody
gym
in the
because
queue
that
that
nigga
wants to come up? Don't just get
Corey.
in the queue. If you want
Corey
to
is the
come up,
nigga he kept fucking
put that
with.
you
Let
want to
me
come
tell
up in the
you.
comments. So I don't have time to keep adding people and for them to be like, oh, it was an accident. If you want to come up, put that you want to come up in the comments.
Hmm?
Yeah, put the hand emoji or just say Q. One of the two. I'm not gonna just keep
Yeah.
adding y'all. That gets annoying after a while. Girl, we don't give a
No,
fuck that
listen.
Charlie live. I done already did my big one. I done already got a dragon off this live, sweetie. And quite frankly, Charlie wants to compete with me so bad. I do not care that he's live. We do not care. So there's
Let's
that.
show some test
And he
results.
peep game, but he wants to come on after we done had certain topics because he wants to respond and rebuttal and try to what? I don't give a fuck,
You been
sweetie.
watching for a foo account, right?
I'm about to get off live soon,
But
anyways.
anyways, Charlie Donnelly and
Yeah, they want to
this
try to take the views. They're so mad. We done already showed
Ari lied through
receipts. He
that
was just
shit.
trying to fuck this. He was just trying to fuck Aylenjay on the 29th. What else is there to talk?
And not yeah,
Girl, he's
not
gonna go on
even
live in the
it
morning and
started the
talk about it in the morning.
27th, right?
He's gonna look. He's gonna. I bet if he don't recap this interview tomorrow, he's a loser. Does anybody else in the queue want to come up? Yes, no, so I can switch back to a single live.
Right. Going once, going twice, going three times. Type shit. Thank
Okay,
you.
I'm about to switch over
I'm
to.
sorry, I'm a set. Okay. Bye, love.